Hi everyone, I'm going to be doing another video clip about how to groom your eyebrows. Not to groom them, but to shade them in. I think everyone neglects their eyebrows, and it really makes or breaks your face. A lot of times, even if you have thick eyebrows, you're not cleaning them properly, or you're not shading them in, because a lot of times it's thicker here in the I don't know, the tip of it in the front here, and then at the end it's a lot lighter. I can't really speak because I got mine permanently put in, like tattooed in, when I was 16, so they're like a lot faded, and then after I put on my foundation it really lightens them even more. So before I got that done, I really had very light eyebrows. They were very sparse, and I would just have to draw them in. If you have to draw them in, or if you kind of like only tweeze or wax the beginning part and then you leave the line, you know, off where you draw it in. I also wanted to say that I'm not an expert at all on makeup. These are just tips that I've picked up, and I think that work for me, but that may not work for you. But I wanted to say that it is very, very, I don't even know anyone that can really pull off black on their eyebrows. I have pitch black hair and I can't pull it off. What I would recommend to anyone is try the darkest brown, and this is actually a very good cheap eyebrow pencil. This is Maybelline's Define a Brow, and try, if you have really dark hair, try dark brown. And I use this sometimes when I feel like I want especially if I'm doing a smoky eye, I want to color them in because they will kind of pop more. So but my regular day I don't use my brow pencil. And basically how I do it is, I'm not gonna actually do it because I'm doing a natural look today. What I do is I start right here and I just do short lines and I draw in the bottom. And then when I get to the top, I take wherever I want to make my arch, because mine is pretty round, but where the arch is from the top all the way down, just draw it down. And I don't draw any more in. Now, if you have thicker eyebrows, I would say you can start like slowly in short strokes, color them in that way. But what I would recommend is just color the bottom line so it's very defined, and then the top line down to the bottom. And so a good example of where your nose is, see, like the top of yours, see, mine are a little bit too long. Where your nose is, you want to have, that's where the beginning of your brow should start. And your tip, if you just move it out, that's where your arch should be. And your eye and your brow, for certain looks you can draw them in longer, but for regular use, your brow should stop right there. And using your nose as your guide. Okay, what I usually do just for my eyebrows on regular purposes, and I'm really not going to be able to look at the screen, I'm going to be looking at this mirror, so how can I do this so you guys can still see? Okay, hope that works. Yeah, I think you can still see. Okay, so I use Bobbi Brown's eyeshadow in Rich Brown, and that's how dark it is. And I just use like a angled eyeliner brush. Okay. And I just put that in there once and twice, probably at the top, and then I tap off the excess. Ooh. And what I do is, I start from the very beginning, and I just go up, like I would do if I was using a pencil. There. And then I take the top of the arch, what would appear to be the arch. Hold on, I'm showing you guys right. And draw in. Get a little bit more. And I do the very top. And then what I do is I push it up. See that? And then I use little strokes just to fill it in. So do you see the difference? This is not shaded in, and this is an eyebrow. Now, I have black hair, and that's all I do for my eyebrows. Okay, I'm gonna do the other one, and I'm gonna give you guys another tip on how to really make your eyebrows pop. So let me do this quickly. So I'm gonna use the angle, the tip down. Ooh. Okay. Now, you can always use a Q-tip, and what I like to do is just use my pinkies and kind of brush it off. I don't know, it kind of just like makes it not too intense. Then what I do is I use an eyeliner brush by e.l.f. Well, it's actually a concealer brush, and it has like this weird little tip. And I use Painterly paint pot usually just to make them pop. So it's a matte product. It's like a base for your eyeshadow, or like a creamy shadow, and I just put a little bit on my brush. And what I do is right underneath where I just shadowed in, I take this and I just kind of follow that line. Can you guys see that? Okay. And that just kind of cleans it up. Then I just use my finger and I fade that down. Do you see that? It really like is like a highlighter to your brow. And then what I'll do for the top part, because you don't want this big old white thing, is I'll just take my concealer. I'm gonna try this with the Opal. And this is an eyeliner brush by e.l.f., which is just round, flat at the top. And I take my concealer, and on the above my eyebrow, I hope I can show you guys. I'm just going to, well, I'll do it this way. Basically the same thing. I'm gonna take this right above it. Above it, see that? And then I'm gonna use my brush. I'm not gonna show you on the video. I'm gonna look down, but I'm gonna grab where I started and push it up to fade it into my forehead. So, I want you guys to kind of see what I'm doing. So I'm gonna do that all the way around, but I can't do it on camera like right directly because and push it out. Then you can use your finger just to kind of, so you can see like how more defined this one looks, and then you want to do that to the same thing to the other brow. And then once I put on my eyeshadow and my lipstick, this is a great product that I would recommend. All these other products you can get store brand, you can get any product that you work, but this is the only one I know of that does this. It's Max Fix Plus. Dude, all you do, because sometimes your face looks really powdery, it really looks kind of cakey, or it shouldn't look cakey, but if it does, especially if my face really starts looking very powdery, I get this. I guess I could just spray it on, put my eyeshadow on after. Spray it, hold it a distance away, and then just spray it over your face. Whoop, if I unlock it. Then you just want to dry it. And it really just makes your face glow. So I need to work on my other brow and then put on some eyeshadow. But that's the eyebrow tutorial that you want to use. If you have like really thick eyebrows, of course you want to use like a spoolie. I don't have one here, sorry. And just comb out. You can use wax or whatever to comb out and set your eyebrows if you actually have physical eyebrows, but of course I don't. That doesn't work for me. Okay, bye.